Thank you, Clarice. I really appreciate what my our sister Dragana just said because that is something that is very key. We are dealing with a system that for a very long time has been in control of everything. The West for a very long time has controlled narratives the world over. The West has worked to make sure that what it says is what the rest of the world says. And now you have we are heading towards a multipolar world where you find different narratives that come from different people. We now find ourselves where we have information which the West would say is not important information. Their narratives are more important than anyone else's narrative. And the West doesn't like that. Specifically, we look at the case of the United States. Now that you have other powers who are coming into existence, specifically, I use the case of China, I use the case of Russia, where now they are controlling their own narratives. They are able to say, but we will fight back if you push us into a corner. The West hates that. The United States has sustained that it is not comfortable with that. It does not necessarily have to be coming from the president, but those members of parliament who come out and they say, but this cannot be allowed to occur. The vice president of the United States admitted that the initial idea behind globalization was so that they could make sure that countries such as the United States, such as the United Kingdoms, and the rest, those countries through globalization, they could improve themselves while the rest of the world would be doing the work at the bottom, where you would be producing stuff, but not producing stuff to uplift yourself and improve your livelihood, improve the country's economy, but to just exist. But they would still be getting stronger and stronger. And now that has led us to a situation in which the United States has found itself in a political position, socio-political, economic position where they have less power, they have less control of narratives, they have less willingness, participation from the rest of us, where you now start questioning them, specifically the United States, and some of the things that they do. I give a simple example using the case study of South Africa and the ICC or the ICJ, where we said what is happening currently in Palestine is a genocide, or is an activity that is leading to a genocide. And because of that, we've been harshly attacked, and we've been harshly targeted by the United States. And that on its own, it shows you that they do not believe that such a small country that has next to no power necessarily due to our socio-economic position has any right to question the actions of what could be regarded as a superpower, in this specific case and point, Israel. So you see, it is this our relationship with the East, specifically China, India, Russia, through BRICS, that we are able to stand up and say, but this is very problematic. We are able to now call out things that are clearly very problematic, that something needs to be done, because throughout the years, countries that form NATO have made themselves powers that can control what is right and what is wrong, and everyone else had to agree with it. But now it is a different situation, where now we have friends that we can say, but this is wrong. And if you want to problematize the relationship that we have with you, we can just move our allegiance. And because South Africa has a very strategic geopolitical position in the continent of Africa, when we move our allegiances towards BRICS, specifically, the United States knows that this is not going to be comfortable for them. But they couldn't have imagined this 50 years ago. So I do believe that we will find ourselves in an even more powerful position, but this will only be possible through us as a continent, through us as neighbors, making sure that we strengthen our allegiances with the rest of these countries that have been secluded, that have been problematized by countries that form NATO, and etc., and those who form the rest of the West. So I do hope that I did speak to a point from an African point of view, but also from a global point of view, for where Africa stands today, Clarice. Thank you.